Hello guys, Omni here. We are about to dive into part one of the two-part season finale for series 12 of Doctor Who. And you know, I can't wait to see how this goes. I know we got some plot threads we're going to be tying up here shortly. I think there's still some that we're not going to get completely answered until next season. I think some of those plot threads that I talked about prior in previous episodes, some of those are probably going to definitely carry over. I don't see them wrapping up a lot of them in these last two episodes, but I'm sure we'll get a couple of answers for sure. Last week's episode did a huge number for revitalizing the fear that comes with the Cybermen. I think we had some, I think the last time we saw them with Bill, it definitely took an interesting turn on it and really kind of doubled down on the human fear aspect of what happens when you become one. But I don't think we've really been afraid of Cybermen in a while. I mean, the last couple of times we've seen them, they haven't been that. They've been easily taken care of, and I'm curious to see how this all pans out. And the last one, they just the way he looked, the way he felt, the way he approached it, the cruelty, all those human emotions that were still in there because he was half converted. I thought they did a really good job at really kind of heightening the senses on a lot of those aspects of what makes the Cybermen truly vile. And when you think about it, and especially with the approach to it, and when he talks about his family and all that kind of stuff, great stuff. But I'm really curious to see how they go into this, how they resolve all of this, where this goes from here for the final bits of the season. So let's go ahead and get ready, because we're going to go ahead and dive right into Doctor Who. Here we go.
The Cybermen were defeated. The victors of 1 billion battles broken. Every empire has its time, and every empire falls. But that which is dead can live again in the hands of a believer.
Oh, that was such a cool transition. Ascension of the Cybermen.
You say you just found it in the lane?
I did.
Like that?
Like that. No note.
If it gets worse, I'll call the doctor.
Half a mile out. The exact coordinates Shelley gave us. Immediate aftermath of the cyber wars. Cybermen have hunted down and wiped out the majority of the human race. Sorry, it was never a good time to break that news to you. I'm getting a handful of human life signs down there.
When you say a handful, what are we talking?
7.
Well, those ships look good.
2 cyber shuttles, just landing. Who's in charge?
I guess I am.
Please, do as I say. You can trust us.
What's that?
This cockle is a neural inhibitor system. A what? They have suppressed all emotion and sensations of pain, which means if we can unsuppress those and they realise what's happening to their bodies, it sends them a bit mad, which is one way of stopping them.
Particle projector. The doctors customised it to project particles of gold into the air.
Force field, yeah? Yeah, pretty rudimentary.
Man, they're
Yeah, you got a bit
prepping
on.
up.
Please, get inside the building. We'll fight whatever's coming. Activation time, fam!
She called them time fam. What the hell? This isn't going good.
Run. Get to your ship.
I am sick of running.
I want to fight him.
It won't be a fight. It'll be a massacre. I'll buy you some time. Go. Now!
systems didn't stop them, Doc.
I know. They destroyed everything we brought with us. I know.
We haven't got anything else to defend ourselves or them.
I know! You won't make it back to the TARDIS alive. Make sure you're with them.
What about you?
I'll hold them off.
How are you going to do that?
This isn't a discussion. We're not just gonna leave you. Yes, you are. You're human. If they capture you, they'll convert you. Get safe now!
Oh my god, it's so freaking tense. I love it. I love her like acting. I love her attitude right now. It's just like she's so focused on this. And just how serious this all is right now. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's elevating this quite a bit.
All humans will be deleted. We think. See ya! Go, go, go!
Three targets acquired.
Wait, where's Ryan? Get inside the grab box! No, no, we're gonna find our friends! Ryan! Go! Expedite takeoff now! What are you still doing here? I told you to get out.
We got separated.
I know you're here. Surrender.
Easton, no! I'm here. It's just me. No one else.
You show courage. But you're a liar. Spread my message. All life will fall, and the Cybermen will rise again.
Not if I have anything to do with it. Run!
I love this Cyberman, man.
Yes, we are!
There's a faster way. Here, let me.
Why do you want to be a guard, Brendan? I want to make a difference.
Kosher armors and the boundary. It's where we've been trying to get to.
Supposedly a way out of this galaxy. A gateway, a direct route out of here into another random part of the universe.
Energy pulsing's cratering. Didn't I say you were pushing it too hard?
So far, this episode has not slowed down at all, and I like it.
That's where the others will be heading. No, if this is warp drive, we'll get there before them.
Born in wartime.
So this is all you ever known?
The war made us pariahs because of what was always coming for us.
I'm the Doctor. Consult the Siberian, mate. I've stopped you lots so many times before, and I'll do it again.
No. The Siberian does know you. Both you and humanity will be destroyed. The death of everything is within me.
Maybe it's that human aspect of him, the lack of emotion that's been holding the Cybermen back. Maybe that's it. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
Give me the bag. Everybody gets their stuff back.
Where's this gonna kind of all turn back and loop into what's going on? Maybe Brendan here is the Cyberman. I don't know. Oh, what the?
I was lucky.
Look, we're turning.
That one on the front is an opening in it. Like a docking bay.
We landed.
Good job they left the doors open.
Let's have a look around.
Right.
The site of our greatest defeat, and soon a shrine for our rebirth.
Shuttle calling Koshamas. Anyone hear me? I'm missing over the bridge.
Cyber control should be just down here.
Where?
Is this a cyber ship?
War carrier. We get this working, it can get us to Koshamas.
System's still intact. Full power banks. This will get us to Koshamas.
They're gonna stumble onto something not good.
It's got to be open.
Great.
Counted 10 doors on each level.
How many levels on this ship?
Several hundred.
We're in the middle of stealing it.
God, no. Why? They're so bad that he left.
I was one of the lucky ones who got away. We had heard tell of this place. We didn't really believe it, but we managed to get here. I helped everyone else through the boundary.
Whoa, what? What's he doing?
If you want to see it, step closer. It responds to proximity. Here it comes.
Oh!
It's a good entrance, right?
What the what?
Be afraid, Doctor. Because everything is about to change. Forever.
What? What? Oh my god. All right. Wow. Okay. Okay. What even? Okay. So at least we can assume the portal has not always went to Gallifrey. So is this the Master right after destroying Gallifrey? Or is this the Master after being imprisoned at the beginning of the first season? So, because why else would he be back on Gallifrey unless he escaped and then just went back to Gallifrey? I don't know. I'm sure we'll figure something out, but that was I didn't expect to see the Master in this episode at all. You know, with this, I'm confused too on like the Cybermen, like having so many reserve infantry, despite having been completely obliterated again. Again, I think those are like ground soldiers, so I don't think they would have been very relevant or useful or used in a space battle. So that could be why. So it leaves me with some questions, but I'm not going to really worry about it right now because I really liked that episode. I really liked the opening segments of this. It started with a lot of energy. There was definitely a sense of urgency, and I just loved this episode so much, at least with a lot of the things we saw, the production design, the environments, the setups, the expansions on the cyber technology that we saw with this freighter, the ship, these legions, kind of more about how they operate in war times. I really enjoyed that. I liked it was so off-putting. I was like, no, in the beginning there when the Doctor had these things all set up to prepare for this cyber attack and to do all that stuff, and then they instantly obliterated all of their, defensive setups and all that. It definitely raised the stakes at the beginning of the episode, and throughout that, it was pretty much everybody was just trying to survive throughout the rest of this. It was pretty much just, okay, we got to get from point A to point B somehow. And it's a little different than we've seen it a couple of times before, but it definitely played up the urgency, the threat level, the just the stakes. The stakes definitely felt real and valid for sure in this episode. And I still, if he's the lone Cyberman, how he could he have not? He had those two that he had just in his own ship. So Did he not have enough power to take them with him in the last episode? I don't know. Like I said, there's some questions that I have just about some like little things like here and there about it. Like, you know, did he need the Cyberium? I mean, they clearly have Cybermen and a ship that can be turned back on here, and he didn't have to go and convert anybody. I guess they needed it for like their instructions, their just to kind of reserve themselves. It is an AI for battle and strategy planning, so it definitely did have its needs and uses. So I'm curious to see if they would have been even somewhat effective if he had stayed in this time and just reawoken the troops that were still here and stranded in this battlefield. Probably maybe they just wouldn't have been as effective, and they would have I don't know. It seems like there's no one left out there to fight them either. Interesting. I like it. Now, how does Gallifrey fit into this? How is Gallifrey going to fit into this? The Cybermen are going to be attacking Gallifrey. From what we saw in the teaser for next week's episode 2. Man, there's a lot to process with this. There's a lot to process with all of this right now. We still don't really know Jack or Jack's involvement on this, and I know they said that he wouldn't be showing up again this season, unfortunately. So that's a thread that's going to be left unanswered. I feel like we're not going to get any answers on the Gat and the other doctor, the Joe Martin doctor, in this episode. Or by the end of the season. I feel like that's going to be something that gets carried over into the next series. But yeah, I feel like we'll get some explanations of what the Master's been up to, Gallifrey, and at least some clues or some type of answer as for what the Timeless Children are, since the title of next week's episode is The Timeless Children. But yeah, overall, I think this season has definitely had its ups and downs, but overall, it's had some really good and inciting improvements over last season for sure. Jodie's been amazing, especially in these last few episodes. She's just been turning up the amplitude on her performance, on this really kind of connecting to how I feel like the previous doctors have felt too. Very much kind of resonating with what I think of in my mind of who the Doctor is, the way they approach things. And, you know, I don't know. There's just something about it, an air of the performance, an air in the storytelling, the writing has kind of been getting there. But yeah, I really like it. I'm really excited and intrigued about what's going to happen in the next episode. So I don't have any. Was that Barristan Selmy from Game of Thrones? There's some times where I was like, that's Barristan. And then other angles, I'm like, it doesn't really look like him here. But then it changes back. And then I was like, is this him? I don't know. Confirm. I'll confirm for myself too after this, because I am curious about that. I think all the side characters were very intriguing in this. Graham kind of had a little bit of a spicy moment for a second with this new lady that's been this new survivor lady that they found and picked up as one of the refugees from the cyber attacks. But how does this Brendan thing tie into it? I completely forgot that was even a storyline here. What is that? What is all of that? I want to know what's going on there. I have a couple of ideas. Either that's like an illusion that they put some of the people through that are being converted, or my initial thought was maybe that this is the story of the lone Cyberman before he gets converted. But now that doesn't seem to be the case. Or maybe this is just some kind of illusion altogether. I mean, he was shot, but he didn't die. He fell off that cliff. He didn't die. He's aging, but the people around him are not. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to ponder on that for a little bit. But what do you guys think of this episode? What are your thoughts, your theories? What are your takeaways from this episode? What are your expectations for the finale, the last part of the finale? Leave that all in the comments down below so we can have that conversation after the video, because I am going to be turning the gears in my head over all of this. So let's carry that on after the video, guys. And if you like this, support the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing. I really appreciate it, everybody tuning in and participating in the comments. But yeah, this is nuts. So we'll see how this all concludes. next week in the final episode of this season of Doctor Who. Take care, everybody.